about my first day, and all on my own as a home health nurse. This is 29 years of me being a nurse and finally getting out of the hospital systems. And for the first time in my life, starting a new job, I am not remotely nervous. And that is honestly the best feeling I've had probably in all 29 years of my career. So I have literally started off my first year peds nurse. I did, med surge, hemonc, and I ended up after about 12 months of being a nurse in Rochester, I met a travel nurse. Back then in 1998, travel nursing wasn't a thing. So I met her. I was like, man, I can travel and get paid for this. So I was out of there. I left, and my first job was in a burn ICU. And I remember interviewing for this job very clearly, telling them, I don't have this experience. I do not have burn experience. I don't have ICU experience. And they're like, oh no, we don't have critical, too many critical patients. Those will go to our regular nurses. You'll just get the easier patients who aren't intubated, things like that. Because I never, took care of a vented patient, nothing like that. And I was scared out of my mind. But, it all worked out. I had worked with some of the best people there in Little Rock, Arkansas. They taught me all sorts of things about swans and vents, and I was taking my own ICU patients after a few weeks because, I had a lot of support. And throughout my career, I've tried a lot of different things. L&D, cath lab, I've tried all sorts of different things, and, it's very nerve-wracking. You're trying to go into a situation that you've never been in, and it's like, oof, I don't know if I can do this. Well, my last time that this happened was about 2 years ago. I worked in West Virginia in an open heart ICU. I've worked ICU, but I was very clear. I've never done open heart. I haven't done a swan in 20 some years. They're like, it's okay. We're going to give you the easy patients. Don't worry. And again, very nerve-wracking going in. I even extended that contract. I loved the people. The people were amazing. And they taught me so much. They were extremely supportive. I never felt unsupported, yet every day go in, feel like a new grad, feel like I was going to want to vomit because I didn't know if I could handle everything. And the thing is, I never had a bad day there out of 6 months, which is great. And like I said, I learned a lot. Everybody was wonderful.